The Fantastic Four are finally making their way to the MCU, and did you know that Marvel just gave us clues as to what we might see in the upcoming film? What's going on, Marvelites? I'm Joe, and Marvel just recently gave us access to 5 different Fantastic Four comics to help us prepare for the upcoming film. The comic issue that essentially started the Marvel universe that we know and love is first on the list, and that is Fantastic Four issue number 1 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. In the first part of this issue, we meet the Fantastic Four who commandeer a spaceship and go into outer space in an effort to beat the communists in the space race. Unfortunately, during their flight, they get hit with cosmic rays, which ultimately alters each of their bodies. Reed Richards, a scientist, turns into the stretchy Mr. Fantastic. Sue Storm, Reed's girlfriend, turns into Invisible Girl, later to be renamed Invisible Woman. Sue's younger brother, Johnny Storm, turns into the Human Torch. Their friend and the pilot of the spaceship, Ben Grimm, turns into the Thing. Part B of this issue isn't all that great or really notable, but we do meet the Fantastic Four's first villain, Mole Man, who is essentially trying to take over the world with using a 3-headed monster. Now, in regards to the film, reportedly Kevin Feige has said that this film is not going to be an origin story. However, in an effort to keep people up to pace with who the Fantastic Four and how they got their powers, we will most likely get this sort of origin story of how they got their powers. In regards to Mole Man, we might see something about him, but we know that he's not the main villain, or at least supposedly not the main villain in this film. Which leads me to the next 3 issues, which is Fantastic Four issues 48, 49, and 50, written by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, collectively known as the Galactus Trilogy. In these 3 issues, we learn about Galactus, who is this intergalactic life force and is the devourer. Oh, that's a hard word to say. Devourer of worlds, and he has Earth next up on his menu and is going to suck all the life energy out of it so he can sustain life himself. Ultimately, all of this news is delivered by Galactus's herald, the Silver Surfer. Now, while we don't have a confirmed actor for Galactus, we do have a confirmed actor for the Silver Surfer, and it's not this typical normal Silver Surfer that we know of in the comics, nor in Rad, but instead this Silver Surfer is Shia LaBeouf, who is also in the comics, but not the mainstream Silver Surfer that most people are aware of. Either way, if we know that there's going to be a Silver Surfer in this movie, most likely Galactus is not far behind. The last issue that Marvel wants us to check out is a play on the original Galactus trilogy, but ends up way differently than the original trilogy did. That issue is issue number 1, Fantastic Four Life Story by Mark Russell and Sean Izaakse, and this whole life story series basically follows the Fantastic Four through various decades as they age, starting in the 1960s. And given the promo material that we've seen and the rumors that we've heard, that this is supposed to be set in a different world from the MCU and is going to be set in like a retro futuristic 60s. In this issue, we essentially get the same origin story that we got in Fantastic Four issue number 1, with some minor changes of how they actually all know each other, but they still commandeer a spaceship to go to space and they get hit with cosmic rays. The only difference in this is that during that flight, especially coming back to Earth, Reed Richards gets a vision of Galactus, and he spends the rest of his days basically preparing Earth for the coming of Galactus. So while I think that they're going to combine the origin stories from Fantastic Four Life Story and issue number 1 along with the overall Galactus trilogy, I do think that there's one other addition that they want us to see and maybe included in this film from issue number 1 of Fantastic Four Life Story, which we didn't get in any of the other 4 issues, and that is the birth of Reed and Sue Richards' son, Franklin Richards. If you have read these comic issues, how do you think this movie is going to go ahead and play out? Please let me know down below in the comments. And if you've made it this far and stuck around, I truly appreciate it. If you want to be part of a great Marvel community and you want more Marvel content just like this, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And until the next video, Excelsior.